Okay, let's see what we have here on the Zinn Education Project. Teaching people's history. Explore teaching materials. Oh, wow. Is this for teachers, educators? Let's look into it. Here is a little snippet. Intolerable Conditions. Teaching about Northern Racism through Rosa Parks, Detroit. Teaching Activity by Say Bergen, Theo Harris, and Ursula Wolf Roca. Before we get too far into that, I've heard information on Rosa Parks. It wasn't actually her, that they used an actress of some sort. I want to look into that. I've heard that in passing in a couple of arenas of information. So I haven't really dove into that, but check into that. So let's see what it says here. Students learn to talk back to official accounts of the Detroit uprising of 1967 by focusing on its root causes. They also get a fuller sense of Rosa Parks' life and politics and the Black freedom struggle outside of the South. So there's teaching activities here. You can click on, it looks like, download to read in full text, read more. About us, the Zinn Education Project is my compass in a sea of corporate textbooks, packaged, Common Core curriculum, and standardized testing. My entire curriculum is based on lessons that can be found on the Zinn Education Project. That was written by Chris Bueller, high school social studies teacher out of Portland, Oregon. The Zinn Education Project promotes and supports the teaching of people's history in middle and high school classrooms across the country, based on the lens of history highlighted in Howard Zinn's best-selling book, A People's History of the United States. The website offers free, downloadable lessons and articles organized by theme, time period, and reading level. All right. They say free, but it's going to cost you later if we ever turn to a communist nation here. If we knew our history, what our students should know about the struggle for the ballot, but won't learn from their textbooks, by Ursula Wolf Roca. Interesting that her last name is Wolf. If you research Hitler's last name, that's what it means, Wolf. From voter ID laws to voter roll purges, gerrymandering to poll closures to the deadly in-person voting conditions during a pandemic, the right to vote is under attack and the stakes are high. It is critical that students learn about the fight for voting rights, past and present. Well, that's interesting because Wolf, this is what we're looking at. Says here about voter ID, voter roll purges, gerrymandering. Here in Amarillo, Texas, right at I-40, it's very gerrymandered for the Democrat Party. Those certain areas, you can tell by looking at a topographical map that it is very gerrymandered in favor of the Democrat Party. And you'll look at League of Women Voters. You can see that their top 20 folks in Washington, D.C., they're all major contributors to the Democrat Party. So, yeah, we need to look into that for sure. Ursula, thank you for bringing that up. Let's see what else we have here on their page. Howard Zinn, here's a quote. I can understand pessimism, but I don't believe in it. It's not simply a matter of faith, but of historical evidence. Not overwhelming evidence, just enough to give hope, because for hope, we don't need certainty, only possibility. Well, Howard Zinn, I think he was in the military, and he actually threw napalm on a lot of folks. Let's take a look here. I will just pull up napalm, Howard Zinn, napalm, and I'll just read what that shows. Howard Zinn's The Bomb. Okay, let's read this here. This is from Nuclear Age Peace Foundation. Let's see what it pulls up. The late Howard Zinn Oh, this is a book by him, so it may be a little biased. Howard Zinn's The Bomb by David Swanson, July 26, 2010. The late Howard Zinn's new book, The Bomb, is a brilliant little dissection of some of the central myths of our militarized society. Those who've read A Terrible Mistake, The Murder of Frank Olson and the CIA's Secret Cold War Experiments by H.P. Albarelli Jr. know that this is a year for publishing the stories of the horrible things that the United States has done to French towns. In that case, Albarelli describes the CIA administering LSD to an entire town with deadly results in The Bomb. Zinn describes the U.S. military making its first use of napalm by dropping it all over another French town, burning anyone and anything it touched. Zinn was in one of the planes taking part in this horrendous crime. I'm not going to read the entire article, but come on, Howard. You were dropping bombs on the French with napalm. I digress. So here we go, guys. Dive into it. Check it out. See what these organizations are trying to do by attracting teachers such as Aaron Phillips here in Amarillo, Texas. He is also the president of the AEA, which is the Amarillo Education Association. Very interesting. I think there's also a person in Canyon that has raised their right hand to take the pledge to the Zinn Education Project organization. So that's all I have to say for today. You guys have a great and wonderful rest of your Saturday. God bless.